Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you run a fashion or apparel brand on Shopify, you know the struggle. You need high resolution images to sell your products, but those same images they become heavy and then kill your site speed. Hi, my name is Sandeep and today we will see the ultimate speed strategy for D2C Shopify brands. In the quest for a faster store, you have likely tried a few apps and today we will discuss two such apps, Hyperspeed and Smart Prefetch. Although they solve the same speed thing, they fundamentally fix two different problems of speed. And most store owners they think they have to choose one or the other, but today I'm going to show you why viewing them as competitors is a mistake that's costing you sales. Let's look at two enemies we are fighting here. Enemy number one is the bloat problem or the assets weight. If your homepage is, for any reason, if it is heavy, like let's say 5 MB because of maybe HTML, theme, styling, or could be because of a massive hero image, it's going to be slow no matter how fast the user's internet is. And our enemy number two is latency or the network problem. Before any of your content can even start downloading, there's a delay while the browser connects to the server, and that round trip creates friction on every single click. Although this latency problem is resolved by CDN up to a great extent, but still the page-to-page navigation when a user click on a link takes time. It is like 2 to 3 seconds they have to wait. So now we know our problem. Let's see how do we need to solve it. So first thing is we need to optimize our infrastructure, and this is about solving the bloat problem, making sure your files are physically small enough so that they download quickly. And second thing, we need to eliminate latency. This is about the wait time, cutting out that delay between when a user clicks and when the server actually responds. You cannot solve speed by just only fixing one of these. And for both of these problems, we'll take a look at two different solutions. Hyperspeed to solve the bloating problem, and then Smart Prefetch to solve the latency problem. Let's take a look at the Hyperspeed app in detail. Hey, just a quick break. If you are wondering how much conversion lift these speed apps can bring to your Shopify stores, I have created a simple calculator. It's a Google Sheet. You can find the link in the description of this video. You can put some basic metrics of your website like the average traffic, average purchase value and all. Download that Google Sheet offline and then put your values there to see how much conversion lift these speed apps can bring to your store. So think of Hyperspeed as your store's housekeeper. Its job is to optimize infrastructure. It puts your website on a diet by compressing images without losing quality, minify all your code, JavaScript, CSS used by the theme and other apps, and then lazy loading everything that is not on the screen yet. Hyperspeed is fantastic at improving your largest contentful paint or LCP. It makes sure the package your browser receives is as light and tight as possible. Now let's take a deep dive into Smart Prefetch. So if Hyperspeed is the housekeeper, Smart Prefetch is the mind reader. It doesn't touch your file size. Instead, it uses AI to predict where your customers is going to click next. It analyzes mouse velocity and hover patterns and several other non-PII attributes of your shoppers to predict that next page where this user can go next, and then start prefetching that page in the background to make sure the page is ready when the user click. So this creates a zero latency experience for your users and directly improving the interaction to next paint or the INP metrics of Core Web Vitals. Let's see a side-by-side breakdown of both of these apps now. So we saw Hyperspeed, it fights the bloat problem, while Smart Prefetch, it fights the latency problem. Hyperspeed does its work during the initial page load to make the site lighter, and Smart Prefetch does its work before the next click to make the navigation feel instant. The result, one gives you an efficient website and the other gives you an app-like feeling, so you need both for a premium experience. I think by now you are already convinced why to use both. If you use Hyperspeed only, right, then you are optimizing your assets, but then the wait time is not solved. Your users still have to wait for those assets to be downloaded. And you use Smart Prefetch only, then You are reducing the wait time, but then the content download time is still there because the assets are unoptimized. But when you combine them, the power couples. Your Hyperspeed makes the files lean and clean, and Smart Prefetch loads those lean files instantly, bringing the ultimate D2C experience for your shoppers. I also want to show you how the handoff happens between these two apps, and how I consider them actually very safe because they operate like a relay race. So when your page first loads, right, you are bringing traffic from Instagram or Meta ads, or from anywhere, right? When the first page loads, Hyperspeed is trying to give your users the optimized assets, reducing the file size and everything. And when that first page is loaded, the Smart Prefetch comes into picture and trying to predict where this user can go next, trying to fetch the next pages with higher confidence, trying to fetch all those pages into background and making them ready to be served when the user clicks. And then again, when next page is clicked and loaded, the Hyperspeed comes into picture again. So every time a page is loading, Hyperspeed comes into picture to optimize the assets and trying to load that page nicely. While Smart Prefetch, after the page is loaded, it comes into picture and trying to predict where this user can go next, and then trying to prefetch those pages. There is no conflict, just a perfect handoff. So the bottom line is, don't choose but combine. Stop looking for all-in-one compromise. Use Hyperspeed to get your site lean, and then use Smart Prefetch to make it fast. This is how the top 1% of Shopify stores are building their tech stacks today. If you have any questions, please put into comments. I'll be happy to answer.